friends, a very good evening. My name is Sajamrela Jankiri and I bring warm greetings to you all in the name of the Lord. I hope everyone is safe and doing fine at home. Today I feel very privileged to be here to share the Word of God, and I must say that as I was preparing for this, I learned a lot and I feel very blessed. And this is going to be my first time giving out a message, so I might not reach up to your expectations, but I'll try my best and we can all be blessed together. And forgive me if I make any mistakes. So today the topic that I will be sharing now is about faith. So what is faith? Faith is a complete trust in God. It means that even though we do not understand His plans, we believe in Him. We as a Christian, we must always walk by faith and not by sight. And we must put our faith in God. By putting our faith in God, it means we believe in Him. We believe that even when things get tangled up, God is able to untangle them. So that is faith. So friends, now I will be sharing a short story. It is a story about Daniel, so I'm sure we have all heard about it before. It is from the book of Daniel chapter 6. So as we all know that Daniel, he was a very prayerful man. Whatever the circumstances was, he always prayed to God 3 times in a day. So we can see that he was very dedicated to God. And Daniel was appointed by the king to work in the palace, and over the years he won the heart and trust of the king, as he was very loyal and he worked very hard. So the king was very impressed with Daniel, and he decided to give him more powers to run the countries. So upon hearing this, there was great jealousy in the palace among the other administrators. So they plot plans against Daniel. But they knew that Daniel could not be trapped in evil, as he was a very righteous man. They could not find any fault in Daniel. But they also knew that he was faithful to God, and they knew he prayed 3 times in a day. So they decided to use this as a weapon to trap Daniel. So the next day, the administrator, they made a new law to the people that nobody will be allowed to pray to any other god except the king for 30 days. So after hearing this, Daniel knew the safest thing he could do was to obey God. So we can see that in chapter 6 verse 10, Daniel, he knelt down and he continued to pray to God. And just then the enemies, they arrived and they got Daniel's brain. So they took Daniel and they threw him in the lion's den. Daniel, he was not a criminal, yet he was being punished. Daniel, while he was in the lion's den, he knew that his God would save him. He did not let his faith be shaken. And he knelt down and he continued to pray. And then the next morning arrived. The king, he went to the lion's den and he called out for Daniel. Then after some time, Daniel responded. Then the king was very surprised and happy to hear his voice. And then Daniel told the king that it was his God that saved him. His God sent an angel to shut the lion's mouth. Then after hearing this, the king was very moved by it, and from that moment he decided to believe in Daniel's God, and he also made a new law to the people that everybody must believe and pray to Daniel's God, because he is the God who does miracles. So my dear friends, from the story of Daniel, we have learned that we do not serve a dead God. Our God is a living God, and He is the God who does miracles. If it was you and I in place of Daniel in the lion's den, then I'm sure we might have even given up and lost all our hopes. But it was Daniel that kept his faith strong, and that faith saved him from the lion. What an amazing miracle. Right now, we are all facing a very crucial time because of this pandemic. But friends, during this time, let us not let our faith be shaken, but instead, let us try to be like Daniel when he was in the lion's den. He continued to pray and trusted God. So let us also trust God and His plan, and let us all pray. As it is said in Romans 10:17, faith comes from hearing and hearing the word of God. So during this lockdown period, let us invest our time in prayer and build a close relationship with God, and let us try to win this battle together with faith. So that was the end of my sharing. I hope that we have all learned at least something from this, and thank you for listening. May God bless you all. Take care and stay safe.